meetings for the day. I am R.S. Ramya, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science and Engineering, Hindustan Institute of Technology, Coimbatore. This section is an introduction to the subject Software Project Management. This is the elective subject in Anna University Syllabus Regulation R 2017. So the prerequisite of this course is software engineering that you have studied in the previous semester, I mean in your 4th semester. So this subject mainly deals with how to get a project and what are the various phases of a project and what are the meetings and reviews that is going to happen in between the customers and the project team. So who are the project leads and what are the qualities should the project team and the project leader should have, and what are the various requirements that should be satisfied to complete that project, and how to manage the resources of the resources given by the company to complete the project, and what are the various project cycles and what are the various schedules and what is the budget for creating a project. Everything we are going to discuss here. Before entering in deep into this subject, let us first know what is project, then what is management, then we'll go for the software, then we'll go with the original introduction to the subject software project management. What is a project? A project is a temporary endeavor undertaken to create a unique product or a service. A project is a temporary endeavor to create a unique product or a service. So the project is a one, we have to create a unique product or we have to create a unique service for the customers. So the project has some characteristics, whether it is a non-routine project, that is one-time project, or we have some routines in that project that we have to take care. Then what are the limited funds and time? Whether it is a single phase project or it has a multiple phases, like that we have to decide. And what are the specific resources that is to be utilized to complete the particular project. Then the people who are essential for completing that project, whether it is a single person or two or more person with single location or multiple location with the set of teams, so that we have to decide. Then plan control. We have to plan the project and control the requirements, and we have to manage and monitor the project deadlines, whether the deadlines are met. Deadline in the sense we will plan a project and we'll fix the deadline to complete a specific task. So within that deadline we have to complete that task. Then specific deliverables. Specific deliverables in the sense what is the objective for carrying that particular project. Whether the objectives are satisfied. Whether the product or the project we are going to create will satisfy the objective. That and all we have to take care. There are some other characteristics of a project, whether any non-routine tasks are involved in that project. Then we have to plan the project. Then we have to, as I said before, we have a specific objectives of the project. We want to check whether the objectives are met. The project has a predetermined time span. As I said before, we have a separate deadlines for completing a small task in a project. So whether the project has a time span. The work will be carried out by a single person or multiple person. If it is a multiple person, what are the works carried out by each and every person? Each work involves several specialisms. Then people are formed in a temporary work group to carry out the task. We will form a team for planning, for requirement collection, for planning, for prototype design. So these are the various life cycle of a project that we will discuss in this session, the later one. And what are the several works that is to be carried out in each phase? Whether the resources that are essential for the project are available and are constrained. Then whether the project is a large or complex project. Then we are going for management. Management, we have some 8 characteristics. That is planning. Planning is what have to done to complete the project. Organizing. Organizing in the sense for completing the project, what are the arrangements we are in need, we have to make that arrangements. Then staffing. Staffing is the main work. So we have to select a right and responsible person to carry out that job. Then we are directing. We have to give the instruction to the selected person to complete that project. Monitoring. Checking on progress. How the persons are working, whether the particular timelines are met, deadlines are met, and what is the process to be carried out next. So the monitoring should be done. Then controlling. If there is any held ups or hang ups or done in or occurred in our project, then how to handle it. Then innovating. If we are stuck up, then we have to come with some innovative or new solution for that particular problem. That is innovating. At last, we have to represent everything to the client and other stakeholders who are available, who are all available in that project. So the management spectrum. So the managing of project deals with 4 different P's. That is effective project management focus on 4 different P's. The first one is people. People in the sense the stakeholders, the team leaders and the software team and the persons and the human beings who are all involved to complete that project. So this deals with motivated, highly skilled peoples and a set of teams. So this particular characteristic includes recruiting, selection, performance management, training, compensation, career development, organization and work design and a team culture development. So these are the various activities that are going to be taken care by the peoples who are all available in the project. This is our first P. The second P, the problem or product. Before planning for the before starting a project, we need to plan and what are the objectives and the scope of the project, whether these will be established. Then we have to consider not only for a single solution, we should have some alternative solutions and we should have a technical management constraints to be identified. That is your second P, that is problem or a product. The third one is a process. A software process provides the framework from which the comprehensive plan for software development can be established. So, in which software we are going to complete that particular project and what are the various process that is to be carried out to in order to develop a project and what is the comprehensive work plan for working in that particular software framework. And the last P is your project. So, planning and controlling of a software project is done for only one primary reason, that is to know the way of managing complexity that arise in your project development. So the project manager should have the following skills. The first one is a leadership skill, communication, problem solving, negotiating, influencing the organization, mentoring, process and technical expert. So he or she should have a leadership quality, communication skill, problem solving, then negotiating the problems with some solution and influencing organizational behavior, and he or she should have a good mentorship qualities to manage a team of people, and he or she should have a technical skills to develop that project. So the software project management is identified with the help of this diagram. So first we have to manage everything, then we have to manage the project with the help of project lead, and we have to develop a software project management. So this is the circle diagram that represents the relationship between software project management and the overall management of a company. So we have seen what is a project and what are the various characteristics for managing a project and how to choose a software. Now we are going to enter into the subject. So software project management is aimed to develop a software which is delivered on time, within the budget, and scheduled with the constraint and satisfies the requirement of a client. So as I said before, we will specify the deadlines for completing the particular task in a project. So whether a particular task is done in a particular timing, that is deadline, and whether the product is delivered to the customer in the given time, whether the product is a project or a product is completed within the given budget, and it has some constraint that satisfies the requirement of a client. So we have to take care of everything. So this is software project management. Completion of project in time within the given budget by satisfying all the requirement and constraints given by the customer. This is we called as software project management. So the software project management is different from other types of project management. Why? Because the software is not tangible. So every programming language has a specific quality, so we can't measure the we can say some difference between other project management and software project management. So these are highly and relatively new and still under trial. So we can say that both the project managements are same. So the larger software projects are usually on-off projects. Computer technology evolves very rapidly. So the technology which is inside the technology with the help of computer is rapidly increasing with various other additional features and various additional capabilities to develop a software. So by managing the other project which is carried out in the other streams of engineering discipline is different from the software project management, because the technologies are increasing and improving very rapidly, and there are new software processes that are developing day by day. So it is still under trial, so we can't judge it. So the software project versus other types of projects. So invisibility, complexity, and flexibility, these are the three characteristics that differ from the software projects versus other project managements. So invisibility is one. With physical artifacts, measuring progress is easy as it can be seen or felt. So if you are developing a project or a product in various other disciplines in engineering, then it is visible and we can easily track errors. But the software project is not visible. The tracking of errors is little bit difficult when compared to other disciplines. The software projects are generally more complex than other engineering disciplines. Then in software project, it is easy to change, modify and software system to meet the changing organizational or product requirements as compared to other engineering artifacts. So it may not be possible to modify on physical. So when compared to other engineering disciplines, software project management is very flexible and it is easy to modify according to the changes of organization and the changes of requirement in the project. So as I said before, the project is divided into number of phases. So that we'll call it as project life cycle, that is requirement analysis, then prototype design, development, implementation, testing, then deployment and maintenance. So these are the various project life cycles. So there are 7 core project phases. The first one is software concept, in which software framework we are going to develop that particular project. Then we will collect the requirements from the user. After collecting the requirements, we will analyze the requirements. Then we will create a prototype design of the requirements. If the prototype design is satisfied by the customer, then we'll go with the detailed design. After design is completed, then we'll go with the coding, that is implementation. Then we'll go for testing. Testing is a system testing. So with the various inputs and the desired outputs, the system testing is done. Then deployment and maintenance. So we have to install that particular product in the customer workplace, and we have to give a walkthrough, and we have to say how to work with the tool, so and so. That is your deployment phase. And maintenance, if there is any corrections or any additional things that is to be added, then the maintenance team will work on it. So these are the 7 core project phases. So who are the stakeholders and how are the interactions that is to be carried out in a project? So internal to project team. Internal to the project team in the sense the team members who are all present in that project. External project team, the chief executive officers and the company representatives and functional managers and so on. So external to both the project team in the sense your customers and the contractors who gave the project to you. So these are the person who involves in the interaction of the particular project. This is a very introduction video about software project management. So what is project, how the management is done for a project, and what are the essential characteristics of management, and what are the various cycles of project, creating a project, then what is software project management, how it is done, and what are the various interactions that is to be carried out. This is an introductory video. Thank you for watching.